why we wake up and go to work every day, is serving the customer, keeping them up and running. In southern Utah, it seems like it's a pretty unique little bubble, and we're moving a lot of dirt everywhere.
TKB Excavation, we started out as just doing rock walls back in '05. Next thing you know, it just becomes a monster on its own. This property has been a mine for years, but nobody's went into it with the intent that I have, getting a lot of product just moving out of it. You can see we've started them up. Nobody's over there manning it. It'll pretty much run itself with the sensors that it has and everything like that. It helps on labor costs. The loader operator or the hoe operator can just jump out and address the issue when it happens instead of having a guy on the ground all day just wasting time. We got a MC110 Jaw Crusher. We're feeding oversized material into it with the excavator. And it's pre-screening it, dropping the dirt out, and then the rocks go into the jaw and it just breaks them down to a 4 to 7 inch rock. And then it drops down on a conveyor, and all that comes back together on that conveyor and dumps on the screen plant. Then the screen plant feeds it up to the screen deck and separates it out into the reject sand and the 1.5 inch minus rock. The oversized comes across into the cone hopper, then the cone hopper feeds it into the cone, and our target is crushing it down to 25 millimeter. If I get another project going somewhere else, I can just load these up on a lowboy and be off to the other project in that one day, and not spending weeks moving stationary equipment, disassembling it, putting it back together and all that. This could be up and running in a day or two on a new project.
I love what I do as far as being a solutions provider and handling sales, partnering with customers. Trent, he's worked really well with our team in St. George, RDO equipment, and he does a lot of research and he's very thorough before he makes a decision on what he's doing.
I've looked at other models, different brands, and I just like the way the Kleemann does the diesel electric on their larger crushing operation. I feel that the Kleemann is more productive on tonnage per hour than some of the other plants. I sit and watch a lot of the competitors with their plants, and I believe the Kleemann will outproduce those plants in product. A lot of it is just support, and you're down 3 or 4 days on a piece of equipment, well, you're losing revenue. I first went to John Deere, and I just fell in love with what plants they had. To have a trusted partner in that relationship, I just call them for everything. I don't call anybody else.
Building a relationship with Trent, he's acquired a lot of equipment and grew the relationship with our parts and service department. I think RDO was probably the best thing that could have happened to John Deere in southern Utah.
St. George is one of the fastest growing communities in the country. The work's here for almost anything to do with constructions in southern Utah.
Every general contractor, it seems like they got a crusher on their job sites now.